gracing this occasion with your precious presence. A very warm welcome once again. I request everyone in the audience to also take the seat so we can start. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of National Stock Exchange, I'm delighted to extend a very warm, a very hearty welcome to each and every one present over here. My name is Dhwani Karya and it gives me immense pleasure to be standing in the capacity of your host today. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a very significant milestone in the journey of India's electricity market. So let's get this room electrifying itself. So let's have a huge round of applause for our absolutely fantastic market today. And now, I would like to invite our dignitaries on the dais. Firstly, I would like to invite the chairman at SEBI, Shri Tuhin Kanta Pandey. Let's have a huge round of applause for sir. I request you to please come on stage and grace this occasion. Very, very warm welcome to you. Yes, I request Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, NSE. Let's have a huge round of applause for sir, please. I also invite the chairman at CERC, Shri Jishnu Barua. Let's have a huge round of applause for sir. And now I would like to invite Shri Samir Chandra Saxena, Chairman and Managing Director, Grid India. Let's have a huge, huge round of applause for all our dignitaries. Very, very warm welcome to you. Thank you. Thank you so much for gracing this occasion. Before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, may I request everyone to rise and join us for National Anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you so much. Request you to please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, that electricity futures are standardized, cash-settled monthly contracts that allow market participants to fix prices for future electricity delivery periods without needing physical delivery. These contracts enable hedging, power procurement planning, and also allow capital investments across the electricity value chain. And on this note, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our dignitaries who have joined us. So I request everybody whose name to be called out to please, stand up, wave to the audience, and take your seats back. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming the Chief Business Development Officer at NSE, Shri Sriram Krishnan, sir. Very, very warm welcome. We have here with us Dr. Sushanta Chatterjee, Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, CERC. Let's have a huge round of applause. Please help me in welcoming the CEO at NVVN, Sushri Renu Narang. Very, very warm welcome, ma'am. Please help me in welcoming the President at Association of National Exchanges Members of India, also known as ANMI, Shri K. Suresh. Very, very warm welcome. We have here with us the president at Commodity Participants Association of India, also known as CPAI, Shri Rakesh Kumar Jain. Very, very warm welcome, sir. Please help me in welcoming the head of Sustainability, Power and Carbon Markets, Listing and Social Stock Exchanges at NSE, Dr. Harish Ahuja. Very warm welcome, sir. We have here with us, and please help me in welcoming, Shri C.M. Verma, Power Trading Corporation of India. Very, very warm welcome. On that note, very, very warm welcome to all the dignitaries who have taken their precious time to join us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very rich, a very beautiful tradition in our country where we take blessings from the Almighty before starting a new and auspicious work. And today, we'll be doing the same by lighting the ceremonial lamp. So I invite our dignitaries to please join me here on stage for the lamp lighting ceremony. Please help me in welcoming Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Shri Tuhin Kanta Pandey, Shri Ram Krishnan, Shri Samir Chandra Saxena, Dr. Sushanta Chatterjee, Sushri Renu Narang, Shri K. Suresh, Shri Rakesh Kumar Jain, Dr. Harish Ahuja, Shri C.M. Verma, to please join me on stage for doing the honors.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada
Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
Thank you so much. Let's have once again a huge round of applause for our dignitaries for starting this event on an auspicious note. With this lamp lighting, ladies and gentlemen, we pray that our prayers reach the Almighty. The fire within us to be the best, to be a winner, and to succeed always also burns very, very bright. On this note, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense, immense pleasure to now call forward the MD and CEO at NSE, Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan. Let's give a huge round of applause for sir, please.
Shri Tuhin Kanta Pandey, Chairman SEBI, Shri Jishnu Barua, Chairman CERC, Shri S.C. Saxena, CMD Grid India, Sushri Renu Narang, CEO, NVVYN, Dr. Shushanto Chatterjee, CRO, CERC, Shri Arvind Singh, IAS, Shri C.M. Verma, Shri Deepak Amitabh, Shri Rakesh Kumar Jain, President CPAI, Shri K. Suresh, President NME, distinguished guests from the finance, power, capital markets, and allied industries, media personnel, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and a warm welcome to each one of you. Today is a special moment for us at NSE. The bell we ring today does not just mark the start of trading in new electricity future products. It resonates with broader and longer-term vision around Viksit Bharat as envisioned by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. A vision for transparent electricity price discovery, a financial astute power market, and a mature hedging framework that our electricity ecosystem has long awaited. I would like to take a moment to humbly acknowledge and express our deepest gratitude to two distinguished leaders whose unwavering support and visionary leadership have made this milestone possible. Shri Tuhin Kanta Pandeji, Chairman of SEBI, sir, we are truly honored by your presence today. It is your foresight that has paved the way for the introduction of electricity futures in our country. Under your stewardship, SEBI has encouraged the deepening of India's markets in the most responsible and forward-looking manner. We are grateful to you for your continued trust and encouragement. Shri Jishnu Baruaji, Chairman of CERC, sir, your presence with us this morning is a privilege. Your steadfast commitment to institutional integrity and your leadership at CERC have been instrumental in shaping a power market that is robust, transparent, and future-ready. The support and direction received from CERC under your chairmanship has helped align this product with the broader objective of India's evolving electricity sector reforms. We sincerely thank you for your wisdom and guidance. We also express our appreciation to the Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, under the leadership of Honorable Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharamanji, the role played by the ministry in supporting this market innovation through policy encouragement, interagency coordination, and a forward-looking capital market has been foundational. Traditionally, India's electricity procurement has depended solely on physical delivery contracts, long-term PPAs, and short-term bilateral or spot trades. While this served a purpose, they lacked forward price signals and a financial hedging ability. With today's launch of monthly electricity futures, we bridge that gap. Globally, such contracts are commonplace. In Europe and US, electricity derivatives support deeper competition, more accurate investment signals, and efficient hedging. Today, we join that league on Indian terms and for Indian needs. Electricity is a core input to economic growth. Electricity is the lifeblood of our economy. Its price affects the entire economic value chain, from steel plants and refineries to data centers and metro rails. Having no way to hedge electricity meant relying on buffers, assumptions, and guesswork. But starting now, participants can hedge electricity prices for the months ahead. Generators can secure merchant earnings, DISCOMs can smoothen procurement planning, renewable developers can unlock bankable offtake models while aligning with green goals, and industrial consumers can budget power costs effectively. What sets NSE electricity futures apart isn't just the financial contract, it is the entire institutional build around it. Backed by NSE Clearing, India's most trusted clearing infrastructure, transparent margins, daily mark-to-market, and clearly defined exposure limits, the price equation, taking all three exchanges, volume-weighted, day-ahead market, power prices, and also taking average of all segments of power, that is conventional, green power, and high prices, which reflects average price. And crucially, no physical delivery. This is a cash-settled product purely designed to manage price volatility. Our vision does not stop here. As the market evolves, we are looking forward to introduce quarterly and annual contracts and eventually products like contracts for differences subject to approvals that can deepen markets and will attract a lot of investment in renewable power generation. The development of this product is not just another story. It is a regulatory and institutional success. It reflects the coordination between SEBI, CERC, power exchanges, commodity exchanges, power sector stakeholders, and financial market participants. Today, we have already seen encouraging signs. As of day end yesterday, 20,822 lots were traded cumulative from July 14 across 3 contracts months, August, September, and October, wherein the total traded value crossed 450 crore rupees for the contract month of August till July 17th. 20,421 lots were traded with price ranging from 4,356 megawatt hour to 4,364 per megawatt hour. This shows commitment, market readiness, and early signs of upcoming success. Before I close, I must acknowledge everyone who has been part of this journey, from the policy thinkers, regulators, system builders, mutual fund institutions, commodity traders, and stockbrokers. Let us work together to ensure that this hedging tool is used not just for trading, but for better power procurement, planning, for smoother cash flows, for investor confidence, and for building a sustainable, climate-aligned, and powerful future for India. Thank you once again for joining these celebrations. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for the welcome address and initiating the proceedings. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is an honor for me to invite forward the chairperson at SEBI, Shri Tuhin Kanta Pandey. Let's have a huge round of applause, a thunderous round of applause for sir.
Shri Jishnu Barua, Chairperson, Central Electricity Regulatory Commission. Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, NSE. Shri Samir Chandra Saxena, CMD, Grid India. Shri K. Suresh, National President, and me. Shri Rakesh Kumar Jain, National President, CPAI. Market participants, members of electronic and print media, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be here today at the launch of the Electricity Futures by NSE. This initiative represents a historic milestone in deepening India's electricity market. We are very happy to welcome Chairperson CERC and his team on this occasion and acknowledge their tremendous contributions and support to this initiative. India has made significant progress in strengthening its energy sector in recent years. The country is successfully balancing the twin goals of meeting rising electricity demand and promoting sustainability. According to the International Energy Agency, 85% of the increase in global electricity demand over the next 3 years will come from emerging and developing economies. India's energy demand, driven by sustained economic growth, is expected to grow rapidly. Consequently, India's share in global primary energy consumption is projected to double by 2035. Over the past decade, India's power sector has seen robust expansion driven by rising demand, infrastructure development, and strong policy support for both conventional and renewable energy sources. Electricity generation has increased from 1,168 billion units in 2015-16 to an estimated 1,824 billion units in 24-25. As a key ingredient for economic growth, electricity has always been under regulatory watch. Today, it's one of the 104 goods that have been notified by the central government for the purpose of commodity derivatives. As a non-agricultural commodity, electricity falls into the category of energy, which also includes commodities such as natural gas, coal, crude oil, etc. As we all know, electricity is a unique commodity. It can't be stored easily, and it must be balanced in real time. Historically, it has been traded through physical contracts, often with long-term bilateral agreements and spot exchanges. Let me come to the role of SEBI and CERC in making this happen. The lack of forward price signals has been a structural gap in India's power market evolution. Globally, electricity derivative markets are well established. In regions like the EU and the USA, they support deeper competition, better investment signals, and efficient price discovery. Therefore, the Ministry of Power and both regulators, SEBI and CERC, have worked together to facilitate electricity derivatives in India. First, the delineation of respective roles: SEBI to regulate financial derivatives on commodity exchanges, while CERC to oversee physical delivery-based contracts on power exchanges. A joint working group was set up between SEBI and CERC to work out the modalities for introduction of electricity derivatives. As we all know, CERC has been the architect of India's competitive power market, from defining the market design and enabling short-term trading to promoting power exchanges. Its regulatory framework has fostered transparency, liquidity, and market integrity. SEBI and CERC have followed a robust, consultative, and data-driven approach to design the contract specifications and risk management norms to ensure that electricity derivatives remain tools for hedging rather than undue speculation. The primary participants in this market are power generators, distribution companies, that's DISCOMs, the power exchanges, and consumers and traders. These participants have faced persistent challenges. For example, price volatility in spot markets due to demand-supply dynamics, financial stress on DISCOMs, which are locked into inflexible long-term power purchase agreements, lack of hedging tools to plan future procurement, and uncertainty that discourages investment in power generation infrastructure and renewable energy. Electricity derivatives, starting with monthly futures, will provide market participants a transparent and regulated platform to hedge against price volatility. These contracts will complement physical power trading by adding a layer of financial flexibility. Electricity derivatives will help participants plan more effectively by managing price uncertainty, mitigate revenue risks, and attract investments in the power sector. Specifically, market participants may be enabled in various ways. For example, power generators may now be able to lock in the selling price of their future output and ensuring stable cash flows even if spot prices fall due to any unexpected demand or supply changes. This stability is important for power generators to continue to expand their infrastructure to meet India's growing power demands. Second, these instruments may enable DISCOMs to procure electricity at predictable prices and reduce their losses. DISCOMs will be able to avoid extreme short-term price fluctuations and their downstream effects on tariffs and subsidies. Third, industrial consumers can shield themselves from volatile input costs and plan their budgets effectively. I'm glad to note that state and private power generators, power DISCOMs, power trading companies, and power finance companies have shown interest in this product. The availability of price hedging mechanism will help attract institutional investors and power generators. Risk management. SEBI, in consultation with CERC, has put in place safeguards to ensure that electricity derivatives remain true to their intended purpose. Many of these measures draw from the best practices that we have already been established in the equity derivative segments. Some of these measures are: 1. We have started with monthly contracts. As you know, monthly contracts in case of other energy commodities like natural gas and crude oil have been well accepted by market participants. Second, electricity has been categorized as a high volatile commodity, thereby attracting a high initial margin requirement. This will discourage undue speculative activity. Additional margins may be imposed in times of heightened volatility. 3. Daily price limits, an important risk management tool to check excessive volatility, have also been prescribed. This will protect investors from sudden and extreme price movements, especially during sudden demand-supply imbalances. I urge officials of SEBI, CERC, and the stock exchanges to continuously engage with all stakeholders to make them aware of this product and educate them about its features. We need to work together to build market depth. We must ensure that financial reforms in the energy sector lead to benefits to the end consumer. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Ministry of Power for supporting the introduction of electricity derivatives. I congratulate the CERC team for working towards a well-developed spot market with transparent price discovery. I also congratulate the members of the SEBI-CERC Joint Working Group who have collaborated in developing this financial instrument. And finally, I congratulate NSE team for the relentless efforts, persistence, and commitment to bring electricity derivatives. This coordination is a testimony to SEBI's commitment to enabling innovation while maintaining the highest standards of investor protection and market integrity. We will continue to ensure safe, transparent, and well-regulated trading environment for all non-physical electricity contracts. Electricity derivatives mark the next phase of India's power market reforms. As India marches towards its net zero commitments and a greener grid, a deep and liquid electricity derivatives market will be essential for a reliable, sustainable, and investor-friendly power sector. Let us work together to make this initiative a success for our economy, our energy security, and our environment. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you so very much, sir, for addressing this August gathering and for sharing those words of wisdom which has resonated with everyone in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, now it gives me immense pleasure to invite forward the chairperson of CERC, Shri Jishnu Barua. Let's give a huge round of applause for sir, please.
Mr. Tuhin Kant Pandey, Chairman SEBI, Mr. S.C. Saxena, CMD Grid India, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO NSE, esteemed dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all today. I'm extremely delighted to be here amidst you at the launch ceremony of electricity futures at the National Stock Exchange. This indeed marks a significant milestone, ushering a new era of change and reform in India's power sector. This achievement is actually the culmination of extensive collaboration among four major stakeholders: the Ministry of Power, the Ministry of Finance, SEBI, and CERC. Indeed, our collective journey has brought us to this momentous occasion. Friends, electricity is not just another commodity. It is the backbone of economic activity, vital for industry, commerce, and the provision of essential services. Despite its centrality and increasing size of power market, electricity had not been previously included among exchange-traded derivative products, such as oil, gas, or coal. Though the concept of electricity derivatives has been under discussion for over a decade, starting in the early 2010s, the progress was slow due to several obstacles, the most significant being regulatory ambiguity about jurisdiction. Nevertheless, there was a clear recognition of the need for instruments that could help market players manage price volatility in the power sector. Electricity derivatives are unique compared to other commodity derivatives, as they derive their prices from thriving, progressive spot exchanges in the sector, which have been in existence over 15 years. The international experience with the electricity derivatives in countries such as the United States, Japan, and Australia is encouraging and has been one of the guiding factors for us. However, we have also been equally conscious of our domestic priorities and challenges in introducing such innovative financial instruments. Friends, from a broader long-term perspective, I believe such financial instruments may help in serving the diverse needs of stakeholders. To highlight a few, we expect derivatives in the electricity sector to provide a good hedging tool against price risk to a variety of stakeholders, including the distribution companies or DISCOMs, mainly by offering a valuable tool to optimize their procurement and delivery costs. Secondly, we expect these instruments to be an important source of information and market insights. And this would also help in better investment planning, support RE integration, and increase market depth. Let me briefly touch upon the regulatory landscape in the physical market with which CERC is involved and directly engaged with. As a sectoral regulator, the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission has been consistently taking proactive measures to promote the development of India's power market while safeguarding customer interests. The power market regulations of 2021 are a testament to our vision of providing a strong foundation for market solution or market evolution in line with the changing dynamics. Supported by a strong regulatory framework, the volume transacted in the short-term market in India has been an impressive 9% CAGR growth from 2010 to 2024-25. There have been various factors driving these changes in the power market in the last 1.5 decades, such as increasing share of renewable, growth in demand, introduction of new market segments in power exchange, and a growing preference towards an efficient and transparent price discovery process offered by the power exchanges. Friends, it's a matter of pride for us that over the last 15 years, the volume of electricity transacted through power exchanges has witnessed an impressive growth of approximately 22% CAGR. I believe that given the level of maturity of India's wholesale electricity market has achieved and its growing complexity, the introduction of financial derivatives is a timely and transformative step forward. I extend my compliments to the members of the joint working group constituted between CERC and SEBI. Over the past 2 years and a half, the entire team has diligently analyzed various aspects of electricity futures, especially their impact on the physical market. I also congratulate and thank Chairman SEBI for the role played by his organization and by his personal leadership in ensuring that the derivatives find a place in our various commodities exchange in the power exchange. I also appreciate the efforts by the commodity exchanges in reaching out to multiple stakeholders in the power and financial sector, discussing the need and potential benefit of customers. The decision to permit plain vanilla contracts reflects a balanced approach. By focusing on a simplified and widely understood contract structure, this move is likely to enhance market transparency, facilitate ease of implementation, and provide a stable framework to both buyers and sellers as the market evolves. While the design and regulatory framework are foundational to the successful rollout of these products, I must underscore the critical importance of monitoring and surveillance mechanisms. SEBI has, over time, developed a very robust monitoring and surveillance system for the derivatives market, which I believe play a key role in maintaining the faith and trust of market participants. The dialogue between regulators through JWG and the operational support of commodity exchanges must continue adapting dynamically to the evolving needs of market participants. Lastly, I request that SEBI direct commodity exchanges to organize awareness sessions and outreach programs to help stakeholders better understand electricity derivatives and build confidence in the electricity market. With that, I once again congratulate MD NSE and the entire team for organizing this event, and I wish them success with this new product. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable insights. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite forward the Chairman and Managing Director at Grid India, Shri Samir Chandra Saxena. Very, very warm welcome, sir.
Honorable Chairman CERC, Honorable Chairman SEBI, MD and CEO NSE, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. It is an honor and privilege for me to be part of this event today, which is a landmark event in the history of Indian power sector and electricity market. And I would like to thank NSE for giving me this opportunity to be here and share my thoughts. The country is growing at a fast pace, and so is the electricity sector. The demand for electricity is growing. We have an installed capacity of around 475 gigawatt of generation and 250 gigawatt of demand that has been met last year. We are expecting to meet 265 to 270 gigawatt this year. The capacity also includes a significant portion of renewable capacity, around 230 gigawatt. Targets set by the Government of India are very ambitious, 500 gigawatt RE by 2030, and a huge capacity addition is in the pipeline. We are meeting around 5,400 million units per day, and we have a vibrant physical electricity market in the country. The electricity market was introduced in 2004 with the introduction of open access in transmission, when people got the freedom to buy and sell electricity from anywhere in the country. A robust regulatory framework and a delivery system through the system operators across the country have facilitated this dispute-free and efficient physical market in the country. Now we have various kind of market entities like power exchanges, OTC platform, traders. There are also many transactions which are happening on a bilateral basis, largely dominated by long-term bilateral as well. But the size of the short-term market is also a significant quantum, about 10 to 12% or so. So, and a number of products are available in the electricity market. Over the last 2 decades, a wide variety of products have come into place, right from plain vanilla bilateral transactions to dedicated segments for green energy transactions like GDAM, GTAM, and so many other things. So people have freedom and choice to transact in the physical market. The need for financial markets was being felt for quite some time with the kind of growth that we are experiencing, and financial markets would provide an opportunity for risk management tools and hedging opportunities also. Well-functioning physical and financial markets would facilitate new growth opportunities across the sector. As power system operators, we are largely focused on operating the grid, India's electricity grid, with security and reliability, and that remains our highest priority. Electricity markets and the design of electricity markets must complement and enhance reliability of the underlying physical electricity grid. The grid must exist for markets to function, and hence any design should be complementing and increasing the robustness of the physical system. I look forward to a positive impact of the introduction of the financial segment in the Indian electricity market, and congratulate the NSE team for this effort. Thank you very much, and thank you once again for having me here.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our next dignitary unfortunately could not be present here with us due to emergency exigencies, but we are truly honored to share a very special video message from the Honorable Minister of State for Power and MNRE, Government of India, Shri Shripad Yeso Nayak today. May I kindly request the team to please play his video message. Let's have a look.
Namaskar. It is my great honor and privilege to be part of this landmark occasion, the official launch of the monthly electricity future contract by NSE. This is not just a new product launch. It is a significant steps towards the deepening the India's energy market. The introduction of electricity future provides a powerful tool for price discovery, risk management, and greater market transparency in one of our most critical infrastructure sector. India moves forward on its journey towards energy security, renewable integration, and market reforms. Instruments like this will empower power producer, discoms, large consumers, and even investor to manage their exposure effectively. I congratulate the NSE and all stakeholders, including the regulator, market participants, and the energy trading community for making this possible. The vision of a vibrant, efficient, and inclusive power market is now one step closer to reality. I encourage all participants to explore this platform, engage with its activity, and help shape the future of India's energy landscape. Thank you and my best wishes for a successful and impactful journey ahead. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Check. Yes. We're so grateful to Sir for taking time out and sharing this video message with us. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, I would like to invite Dr. Sushanta Chatterjee, Chief Regulatory Affairs, Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, CERC. Let's have a huge round of applause, please. Very, very warm welcome, sir.
Honorable Chairperson SEBI, Chairperson CRC, CMD Grid India, and Managing Director NAC. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Not sure as to how I fit in this whole, in this context after the dignitaries have spoken extensively on both the electricity sector as well as the electricity derivatives. In fact, I was really encouraged and enthused to hear the length and breadth of the power sector canvas that SEBI chair presented in his remarks. It's indeed a matter of great honor for us in the electricity sector to have got the perspective from SEBI chair on this whole issue, apart from CRC chair having presented. I, in fact, would like to place on record, I mean, of course, as was mentioned by the dignitaries earlier, that post the Supreme Court judgment in 2021, a joint working group between CERC and SEBI was formed, and we at JWG, of course, I was representing CERC in the JWG for the last 4.5 years. And I would also like to place on record my sincere thanks and appreciation for Mr. Sundareshan, who the executive director of SEBI, who was my counterpart in the JWG. We had intense interaction during these 4 years before we could finalize the product design. With the support of the team from both CRC and SEBI, we have Chief of Economics CRC, Mrs. Yogita, and the entire team from her side, and also the team from SEBI, who ultimately made this possible. We had tough times. We were not sure as to how this will pan out. During this course of 4.5 years, we witnessed several upheavals in other commodities market, other derivatives products. Electricity being such a sensitive subject, we were really nervous at JWG because the real responsibility was on us in designing the product in such a way that it really serves the purpose of hedging and price risk hedging rather than a means of speculation and further market volatility on such an important subject, which is a subject matter of political economy, as Chairperson SEBI also highlighted. And he so nicely explained the checks and balances that we tried to put in this product design, apart from the couple of specific risk management provisions that Sir highlighted. I would also like to bring to your notice another very important element of risk management which we tried to put in is the exposure limit, because we had apprehensions that the physical players in the spot market might have a different position in the financial derivatives market, and there could be propensity on their part to influence the spot prices, which were the major concerns of the physical players when we were engaging in discussion with the market participants in course of the whole process of designing the product. So we carefully crafted the exposure limit of the market participants in terms of 3 lakh megawatt hour for an individual or 30 lakh megawatt hour for a member on behalf of all the clients, which in very simple terms, in electricity sector terms, translates to about roughly about 500 megawatt open position is what any individual generator or an individual player can take, or for that matter 5,000 megawatt as a whole, which is not a very significant quantum with which you can influence the spot prices. Again, as I said, these are some of the issues which we deliberated at length, and I am sure all participants in this segment would be responsible players in taking this whole journey forward, and would reiterate that electricity is a very special and a highly sensitive product. But I was told that it would be better if you could give a broad overview of the power sector in a very short address, if possible. So already some of these statistics and data were presented earlier, but to just to give you a very broad idea about the power sector and how we are looking forward to the sector growing and how the electricity derivatives would help strengthen the power sector. Some of these figures would have been told earlier, but in terms of the total installed capacity, we have about 485 gigawatt of installed capacity in the country. It's a huge growth that has happened. As was mentioned, the demand has been growing, and last year we touched 250 gigawatt, and this year we have also touched about 242 gigawatt in terms of our peak demand. And CAGR, the
a CAGR of the installed capacity has been in the range of about 7.6% from 2008-9 to today. Generation also has been growing exponentially. 1824 billion units is the last year's generation capacity, and which has grown by a CAGR of 5.7%. And the biggest thing, and where the role of the derivatives becomes important, is the introduction of the infirm non-fossil fuel sources in the power generation mix. Today, in terms of installed capacity, we have already crossed 50% mark, and we have proudly announced that we have achieved the target 5 years before the commitment that the Honorable Prime Minister made in the international fora. So currently more than 50% of the installed capacity in India are coming from the non-fossil fuel sources, which also include renewable, nuclear, and hydro, everything put together. And infirm, especially the wind and solar, they constitute about 12 to 13%. In terms of the growth story of the short-term market, where possibly you would play, the players would have a major role, we have also witnessed a very significant growth in this short-term market since its introduction in 2003-04, and the CAGR there also has been in the range of 9%. And power exchanges, of course, as Chairman CRC mentioned, has witnessed significant growth, or CAGR of about 22%. In terms of the market size of the power market, I mean, what we have, if you talk in terms of 1824 billion units and convert it into rupees crore, 13 lakh crore would be the market size of the total power sector. And short term, we have about 17,622 crore was the size earlier, but currently it is about 1 lakh crore is the market size of the, and in terms of the market size, the growth rate has been in the range of about 13%. And we have huge investment opportunities coming up in the power sector, more so in terms of the renewable and the infrastructure that are required in this whole thing. But in the context of the growth story of the power sector, what we are talking about is the growth of the renewable and more so the intermittent renewable energy sources. So, in fact, various regulations, this is not the forum to get into details about the kind of regulatory tweaks and improvements that we are bringing about to integrate the infirm renewable energy sources. But we would expect that with the introduction of electricity derivatives, these infirm renewable energy sources should be able to take care of their price risk and the volatility, which in turn will help us smoothen various regulations that we have formed. You know, there are regulations like deviation settlement mechanism, where we have given n number of SOPs, created so much of complexity in the DSM, deviation settlement mechanism design, because of the renewables. We hope if they are able to take care of the price risk and the volatility and the infirmness through these kinds of markets, we should be in a position to streamline and smoothen our regulations, various regulations, including the forecasting, scheduling, deviation settlement. We at CERC and in the power sector have lots of hopes in terms of the value add that the electricity derivatives would bring on table for us. More importantly, today we have limited number of players. They are the statutory authorities who are trying to project the demand growth, the generation growth, generation planning. We are expecting that with the launch and introduction of electricity derivatives, you will have more players who do due diligence analysis and bring more information for more informed decision making in the power sector. We have been talking about the crunch period, a very high demand period, and accordingly making huge procurement decisions. But those decisions are based on a limited number of players in the power sector today. But we are expecting that with the electricity derivative, introduction of derivatives, you will have more players who will have their stakes in the business who would also do their own due diligence and bring in more information for better informed decision making in the power sector. So together, we want to grow both the derivatives as well as the physical product. With this hope, I thank NSE for giving me this opportunity of speaking on this occasion in the presence of the dignitaries here. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insights with us. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite forward Shri K. Suresh, President at Association of National Exchanges Members of India, ANMI. Let's have a huge round of applause for him, please. Very warm welcome, sir.
Good morning. Respected dignitaries on the dais, members of ANMI and other associations, NSE officials, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly a privilege to be with today as we celebrate the successful launch of electricity futures on the National Stock Exchange of India, a landmark that took place on July 14th and has already begun to great waves in our markets. Since its launch, the response from market participants has been nothing short of phenomenal. The enthusiasm and every traction underscore the market's readiness for such a forward-looking product and reaffirms the vision that inspired its creation. Electricity is no longer just a utility, it is the pulse of our economy. As India advances towards becoming $5 trillion economy, energy availability, price stability, and market efficiency will determine the pace and quality of our growth. In this context, the introduction of electricity futures is not merely a financial instrument. It is a bold stride toward modernizing our power markets and aligning them with global standards. Globally, electricity futures have long been instrumental in ensuring stable power pricing, enhancing long-term planning, and facilitating the integration of renewables. With this launch, India joins the ranks of mature energy markets, offering investors a powerful tool to manage risks and unlock new opportunities in the energy space. By offering transparent price discovery, risk management tools, and deeper market participation, this product empowers everyone, power producers, DISCOMs, industrial users, and intermediaries to plan better, hedge smarter, and contribute to a more resilient power ecosystem. I would like to take this opportunity to commend the National Stock Exchange and its leadership team. With this initiative, NSE has once again demonstrated its commitment to innovation, nation building, and serving real economic needs. This is not just a launch, it is a signal of confidence, capability, and character. As a president of ANMI, representing a diverse and dynamic broking community, I can confidently say that we stand united in supporting this initiative. We are committed to increasing awareness, enhancing capacity within our members' firms, and ensuring responsible usage of such transformative tools. Let us also remember, with innovation comes responsibility. We must continue to invest in investor education, promote ethical practices, and protect the integrity of our markets as we grow. On behalf of ANMI, I extend our full support to NSE, the regulators, and all ecosystem participants in ensuring this product continues to thrive, because its success is not just NSE's success, it is a win for the entire nation. Let us celebrate not just a launch, but a new chapter in India's energy and financial journey. one that is efficient, transparent, globally aligned, and future ready. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, I would like to invite the President at Commodity Participants Association of India, also known as CPAI, Shri Rakesh Kumar Jain. Very, very warm welcome.
Namaskar. Good morning. It is truly an honor and privilege to be the part of this significant milestone, the launch of the electricity future of the National Stock Exchange of India. सबसे पहले मैं अपने रेगुलेटर, ऑनरेबल चेयरमैन ऑफ सेबी सर यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं, नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज की टीम, स्पेसिफिकली मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर आशीष चौहान जी, श्री राम जी, डॉक्टर हरीश एंड टीम, और जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं उनको दिल से बधाई देना चाहता हूँ कि आज इन्होंने इस प्रोडक्ट को लॉन्च करने के लिए रात दिन परिश्रम किया। दोस्तों, बिजली, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक कॉमन कमोडिटी नहीं है। इट्स ए लाइफ लाइन ऑफ आवर इकोनॉमी, और इट इज सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि दिस इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर कमोडिटीज एंड फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट्स लाइक स्टॉक्स, बॉन्ड्स, क्योंकि इसको स्टोर नहीं किया जा सकता, और स्टोर ना करने के कारण हमें जितना हम प्रोड्यूस करते हैं उतना हमें उसको कंज्यूम करना पड़ता है, और इसकी वजह से इसके प्राइजेज में जो वॉलेटिलिटी बढ़ जाती है। ऐसे समय में एक बहुत ही स्ट्रक्चर्ड और वेल रेगुलेटेड जो फ्यूचर आज लॉन्च हुआ है, ये एक बहुत ही पॉजिटिव मूव है, और इसके लिए नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज बहुत बहुत बधाई का पात्र है। अभी किसी भी नए फ्यूचर को लॉन्च करने के लिए उसके दो पार्ट होते हैं। पहला पार्ट जिसके अंदर हम बात करते हैं कि भाई कमोडिटी क्या है, कहाँ प्रोड्यूस होती है, कैसे प्रोड्यूस होती है, बाहर क्या हो रहा है, हमारे कंट्री में क्या हो रहा है, कितना कंजम्पशन है, एक्स्ट्रा। और दूसरा मेन पार्ट होता है कि फ्यूचर क्या है, ये कैसे रन करता है, हाउ इट इज रन, इससे हेजर्स, प्रोड्यूसर्स कैसे बेनिफिट ले सकते हैं। मैं समझता हूँ इस पार्ट को, इस चीज़ को पार्टिसिपेंट्स से बेहतर कोई नहीं बता सकता, क्योंकि पार्टिसिपेंट्स मार्केट मेकर का भी काम करते हैं। वी प्रोवाइड लिक्विडिटी, वी प्रोवाइड डेप्थ इनटू द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, और प्राइस डिस्कवरी में भी हमारा पार्टिसिपेंट्स का बहुत बड़ा रोल होता है। और ये इन्वेस्टर को एजुकेट करना सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होता है, क्योंकि कोई भी जब फ्यूचर लॉन्च होता है, नई कमोडिटी का फ्यूचर लॉन्च होता है, तो इन्वेस्टर को नहीं पता होता कि उसको उसमें कैसे ट्रेड करना है। और ये काम पार्टिसिपेंट्स बहुत अच्छे से करते हैं और करते रहे हैं और करते रहेंगे। मैं एज ए प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ Commodity Participants Association of India assure National Stock Exchange of India of our full support in creating awareness, building capacity, and encouraging wider participation in this innovative product. Congratulations once again to NSE team. I wish may this contract become a shining example of innovation and market development just as electricity continues to power every corner of our nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that now we're moving to a very, very special segment where we will be doing the launch of Spot Prizes Dashboard. Firstly, I would like to invite the dignitaries forward. The dignitaries on stage, I request you to please come forward. Shri Tuhin Kanta Pandey, sir. We have Shri Jishnu Barua, Shri Samir Chandra Saxena, Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan. I would like to also invite on stage Dr. Sushanta Chatterjee, Shri K. Suresh, Shri Rakesh Kumar Jain, Dr. Harish Ahuja, Shri Ram Krishnan. Let's have a huge, huge round of applause for our dignitaries, please. Ladies and gentlemen, also let me tell you that we have a very, very special video in the start before we do the launch. I request you please look back. Please turn back. Please follow the screens. Yes, let's have a huge round of applause. Also, can we have the next video of the launch? Let's have a huge
Electricity
round of applause.
powers our homes, industries, hospitals, and our economy. It's one of the most critical resources of the modern world, but its price is unpredictable, influenced by demand, weather, and supply dynamics. National Stock Exchange just flipped the switch on something powerful: electricity futures. These are cash-settled contracts that help you hedge against electricity price volatility. Each contract covers 50 megawatt hours and settles based on daily volume-weighted average prices. On this page, you'll find everything you need to get started. First, contract specifications, tick size, margins, and daily price bands. Next, view real-time and historical settlement prices to understand market trends. The page also includes electricity demand forecasts, helping you stay one step ahead. And for easy access, product fact sheets, circulars, and FAQs, all in one place. Electricity futures, transparent, liquid, powered by National Stock Exchange.
Let's have a huge round of applause. And with that, I would like to take the honor to invite forward the Chief Business Development Officer at NSE, Mr. Ram Krishnan. So very, very warm welcome.
I wanted to take this opportunity to just showcase the data of the first 4 days. These are early days, but this is what we've seen on the day we launched. We saw phenomenal response from market participants. Day 2, I think people are coming to terms with what has been launched. Day 3 again. And yesterday we saw a rebound after 2 days of slightly lower level of activity after the launch, which went off very well. So like I said, these are certainly early days, but what we are witnessing is high level of interest, robust participation, extraordinary number of queries from so many people who want to get going on this, sustained interest for sure from those who have started participating. We are seeing resilience, we are seeing decent volumes for a start, and I think price discovery is in progress. If we look at the other mature markets like US or Europe, I think futures volumes are about 3 to 4 times. Here we are looking at 1:1 right now, so there is scope for growth and development for sure. I think the strong debut and the rebound seen on day 4 indicate the potential of NSE electricity futures to support price stability and hedging. With increased participation, which we expect to see in the times ahead of us, this can become a very, very useful product to hedge the price risk fluctuations. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I request the dignitaries to please be on stage as we'll now be unveiling the brochure as well. So can we have the brochures, please? I request the dignitaries to please do the honors of unveiling the brochures. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we will be unveiling the brochures. Let's have a huge, huge, huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, this very, very important occasion. We have the mandatory photo op. Thank you so much, dignitaries, for doing the honors. Thank you. Thank you very much. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've officially launched the spot prices dashboard and the brochures as well. I request the dignitaries to please take your seats. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, to commemorate this event, we will now proceed to the felicitation of mementos as a token of gratitude. May I invite forward Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO at NSE, to present special memento to our dignitaries. Firstly, I would like to call forward Shri Tuhin Kanta Pandey, sir, the chairman at SEBI. And that's our cue for a huge, huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The coffee table book as well, that, you know, it talks about the 30 beautiful years journey. Let's have a bigger round of applause, please. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Shri Jishnu Barua, Chairman, Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, CERC. That's a cue, ladies and gentlemen, for a huge round of applause. Beautiful years of NSE. It's a remarkable journey that's been scripted there. Now I'd like to invite forward Shri Samir Chandra Saxena, CMD, Grid India. Very warm welcome. Let's have a huge round of applause, please. Dr. Sushanta Chatterjee, Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, CERC. Very warm welcome, sir. To invite Shri K. Suresh, President at Association of National Exchanges, Members of India and me. Very warm welcome. Rakesh Kumar Jain, President at Commodity Participants Association of India, CPAI. Thank you. Now I invite Sushri Renu Narang, CEO, NVVN. Very warm welcome, ma'am. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'd like to invite Shri C.M. Verma from Power Trading Corporation of India. Very warm welcome, sir. Yogita Mehra from CERC. Very warm welcome, ma'am. Thank you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have moved to the moment that we all have been eagerly waiting for. The dignitaries are here. I would like to invite them forward. So now we'll be doing the launch of Electricity Futures under Commodity Derivatives segment at National Stock Exchange of India. So I invite the dignitaries as well as the other dignitaries on stage. Sri Ram Krishnan, Shri K. Suresh, Shri Rakesh Kumar Jain, Dr. Harish Ahuja, Sushri Renu Narang, Shri C.M. Verma, Dr. Yogita Mehra to please come forward. We'll be doing the bell ringing ceremony as well. And also we'll be having the countdown now. Just in a couple of, just a few seconds we'll be having the countdown once we have our dignitaries on stage. All right. Till then we could have the photo op, yes. We're having the photo op with our dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that in a few seconds we'll be having the countdown. So I'll be wanting everybody's energy in the room because, of course, this is all about electricity. So we need an electrifying audience as well. So we'll be starting with the countdown now very, very soon. All right. The countdown has started. Everyone, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a huge round of applause, please. for doing the honors. Once again, can we have a huge round of applause for our dignitaries, please? Thank you. I request you please take your seats. At the same time, now I invite forward Dr. Harish Ahuja, Head Sustainability, Power and Carbon Markets, Listing and Social Stock Exchange at National Stock Exchange, to present the vote of thanks. Let's have a huge round of applause for sir, please.
Respected dignitaries, senior officials of CRC, SEBI, NSE, members of NME, members of CPI, members of power trading houses, listed companies, board of directors and officials of PIXL, my team, it's a both privilege and a moment of immense pride to stand before you today as we witness a historic step taken by the National Stock Exchange of India to make the launch of monthly electricity future contract. Let me begin with a quote that perfectly captures the moment. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. On 14 July 2025 at 9 a.m., NSE has taken this innovative and first step, ushering India's power sector into a new era of risk-managed, market-based, technology-enabled, cash-settled electricity trading. This is not about financial innovation. This is about giving our electricity stockholder a real tool to manage volatility, reduce uncertainty, and build confidence in a fast-changing energy landscape. For NSE, electricity future is not a product, but a purpose. A purpose to give investor a trust and a financial tool using which they can have a say on power prices going forward. For NSE, electricity future is not a contract, but a commitment to ensure that we will be fully transparent and can be trusted while giving our investor and traders enough information which will empower them to hedge their electricity price risk. For NSE, electricity future is not just a milestone achieved. It's a mission in continuum, wherein we keep coming in coming weeks with more policy-driven, more regulatory-aligned, innovative future contracts like quarterly, annual, CFD, definitely with the prior approval of both the regulators. For NSE, it's not one more derivative instrument, but it's our duty to keep market integrity in place by putting in place a right risk management mechanism, a well thought through monthly settlement system, a final settlement price equation which represent the nation, the grid, and all the power segment like conventional, green power, and high price. For us at NSE, electricity future are mission critical products for Viksit Bharat. And this will be nurtured, handled, and perpetuated with due care and sensitivity as we understand it's a public good aspect too. As I stand today, I like to offer my sincere appreciation and thanks to both the regulators, CRC and SEBI, to come with a very well-designed monthly contract, to our policymaker to bless us with this product by their timely guidance, to the power ecosystem community to give us right inputs to work out a right risk management framework, to both stockbrokers and commodity broker community who have enabled us to spread the information among our investors and traders on very well time, to all the early innovators. So far, around 21,000 contracts have been traded. I think these early innovators who have used this product, I really appreciate it. I really thanks to them also. To our NSE senior team, which gave all the support and guidance to launch it in 30 days after the SEBI approval. I offer my sincere thanks to our entire BD team, especially Shriram Krishnan, our CBDO, Abhishek, Rohit, Hitesh, Supriyo, Gauri Shankar, Mr. Gupta, all regional officers team. I'm seeing Ajit also. I'm seeing Ambar Gupta also for legal team. Thank you very much for your timely support. Marketing team, Krunal Patel, Vijay Nair, Bijal, Saurabh, Priya, entire marketing, they made a relentless effort to make this event live and come with all the communications on time. Entire IT and ops team, Arvind Goyal, Dheeraj, Nisha, their full team of IT and trade ops, to my core team, especially Gaurav Yadav. He's not here. He's holding an event at Gurgaon today, but thank you, Gaurav. Shivalik, Kaushal, Anil Kale, and Tejas. Ajit Busoi, Sunil Chalsiani from PXL for the relentless effort to put everything in place in a very timely manner so that we can set the price equation on time. In the end, thank you everyone for being present here physically and seeing us live virtually and blessing us. Let us close with the same line I began with. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today we have taken that step together towards a transparent, efficient, and resilient electricity marketplace. Thank you very much once again. And I congratulate the entire team and all present here. We have really launched the electricity future, and let's maintain the high standard going forward. Namaskar, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir, for presenting the vote of thanks. On that note, hearty, hearty congratulations. We've officially done the launch. Electricity futures under commodity derivative segment is now officially live at NSE. It's truly been a milestone. So can we have once again a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? And with that, thank you so much for taking out your precious time and joining us here for a truly, truly memorable and historic occasion. Refreshments are served in the F&B area. I request all our guests and dignitaries to please proceed there. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Derivatives futures on NSE.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I request all our guests to please take your seats as we'll be starting with the ceremony very, very shortly. Once again, I request everyone to please take your seats as we'll be starting with the ceremony very, very soon. Thank you.